Hey everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. We just wanted to give you a quick update on a few health challenges that Matt in particular, have been facing and how we are looking at healing it naturally.
That's right, we're thinking of an opportunity to share with you my process in particular. And so how it started was we travelled to Vietnam a couple of months ago, about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I ate something that didn't really agree with me.
On the very first day, actually.
Yeah, so that was okay. That was the only thing that really caused me any problems, and for you,
I was fine. I
were
wasn't
okay.
at that particular lunch.
But we were taking a lot of stuff to help us, particularly our Digestin, which is this amazing essential oil blend.
Yeah.
That was very helpful.
Using that whenever we felt bloated or sick. But what has happened since then, we've come home, we felt maybe we were feeling unwell due to the different types of food that we were eating. But Matt just still felt unwell. It was a couple of weeks and food was still kind of going through you, and what else was happening?
Yeah, that's right. And really I felt tired. I felt very fatigued. No matter how much sleep I had, whether I had a little or a lot, I still felt very sluggish and very foggy in the brain. I found it very hard to concentrate, and I was a bit scattered. So it was I guess it's one thing I was maybe hoping it would just go away. I'd get back to Sydney and I'd be alright, but it definitely was lingering, and so I decided that I really needed to go and look at it, and that really encouraged me to do that, because sometimes I take a bit of time to respond to this.
Yeah,
so,
well, I guess that's the thing. I mean, if you are eating well and you're exercising and you're relatively healthy, but you still don't feel well, that is when you should, seek medical advice. And in this case, we're looking at a natropath or an integrative doctor, someone who isn't going to put you straight on antibiotics, someone who is going to look at a holistic way of helping heal you. So that's what we did. Matt booked in a naturopath appointment, had to wait several weeks, and then on, what day was it? Thursday.
Yeah.
Matt went to the naturopath and he had quite an amazing, very intense appointment, which I'll let him talk about.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half long appointment, and the naturopath in Bronte, she put me through this test. It's called a Metatron test, and it's like a scanner that goes through my body, non-invasive, which is great, and it analyzes and scans my body for things that are bothering me. So it goes through the whole body, and what came out quite quickly was problems in my gut, my large intestine, and she found an intestinal parasite, and that was the thing. And I said I wasn't surprised when I heard that, because I'd heard about it, and my cousin had that about a year ago or so. So I was kind of expecting that.
It. And now you've pinpointed the moment that it probably happened was that sashimi that you ate that very first day in Vietnam.
Yeah, it was really delicious and fresh and yummy, but there was maybe something in the water it was being.
Yeah, we're not sure, but either way, that lingered. And the great thing is, when you hear the word parasite, you think, oh my gosh, that is just the end of the world, and you're gonna have to go on antibiotics that are gonna ravage your system. But that is not the case. Well, at least for Matt, we've got this amazing naturopath who's put you on a kind of natural supplementation cleanse protocol, which is super strict, but it's only going to take a couple of weeks to months to detox this parasite from Matt, which is not what we thought it would be at all. When you hear parasite, like we said, you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be a really big thing, but it's not that bad. And there's a few other things, like you said, your gut was a bit inflamed. So there's lots and lots of things that we have to do. So it all comes back down to that bio-individuality. Like, what is going to be right for Matt in this case is not necessarily going to be right for you. Or if I got a parasite, we would have a different protocol. So that's why we really think it's important that you seek that professional advice if you feel that something is not right. So Matt, what he's going to be going on, you've got the little supplements there to show everybody.
Oh my goodness, I'm not used to being on some tablets. It's so weird. Every meal is like, oh, take my tablet, take this powder. It's so strange. So for the parasite, there's a capsule called Intesticlear, which is we got that from Orchard Street in Bronte, where the natropath is, and it's got things like it's got a few oils, so thyme, rosemary, and oregano oil. A few other things that they're all in Latin.
Don't worry about those.
all good stuff.
Yeah.
All good stuff. And that's a tablet. The second one is Intestamine, which is a nutritional support for the gastrointestinal tract. And it's got something called theracumin in it, which is, I think, a compound found in turmeric. So it's really good. That's a powder I can put in with, mix in with some water. So they're the two things that I've been primarily, I guess, prescribed to take. And the other things I'm supporting myself with include Lifelong Vitality, which is doTERRA's nutritional supplement program. So I spoke to her about it, and she said that sounds great. It's got lots of good things in it to help with the healing, particularly like cellular support with the frankincense and other things too. So I'm still taking that. That's fantastic, and I find that's really good with energy, because one of the symptoms of what I've been going through is feeling very fatigued, very very tired. Also, what happens with a parasite is you struggle to absorb nutrients from the food you eat. So that's what Nat was saying. You can be eating quite well, but still
exercising, doing all the right things,
all the stuff. Yeah. So,
but not knowing.
Hi Nicole. Hey.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, like you can be doing all the right things, but if you do have this in your system, you're not going to absorb those nutrients and you're not going to feel better. So thankfully, Matt went to a naturopath, got checked out, and is now, on this cleanse protocol. But a few really interesting things as well. When you think about healing the gut, some things that we've always thought about is fermented food and broth. But in this case, fermented food is actually going to feed the growth and do more harm than good. So if you're looking at healing your gut naturally, don't always just take it into your own hands. Make sure you see someone who understands how they can help you heal the gut naturally, and they can set up a protocol that's right for you. I think that's kind of the biggest message here, because fermented foods are amazing if your gut is already healed. So Matt's allowed to have a little bit, but not too much. Broth, all of the broth. You've got to drink a lot of broth every day.
Which I do already.
Yeah, and just some interesting things that you've had to cut out. Things like eggplant, tomato, apples and oranges.
Anything acidic.
Yeah, any types of fish. There's quite a number of different types of fish. Pork, processed meats, and then usual things that we don't eat anyway, like gluten and dairy and that kind of stuff.
Alcohol, coffee and tea, which I don't consume. So it's not. It seems really restrictive. Luckily, I don't consume a lot of stuff already, which is good. But it still, there's certain things that I now won't be able to have for a while.
Yeah.
But I think that's okay.
Yeah, so it just goes to show that you can be doing all the right things, but if there's something not quite right in your body, you're going to feel it. You're going to, like Matt said, not have a lot of energy. You might not be sleeping well. And the other thing is your gut affects your mood. So if something's not right with your gut, you aren't going to be your healthiest, happiest self. You're going to feel a little bit down and a bit more emotional. You're not going to sleep well, or no matter how much sleep you've had, you're still going to feel down and low and tired. And, you're not going to be able to show up fully in the day. So I'm really glad that you are on your way to wellness again. And yeah, just follow us to see what kind of recipes we're going to be cooking. We're going to be using lots of greens, lots of broth, tiny bit of fermented veggies, and really cutting down on protein. So that was another thing we realized, that our plates were kind of half protein, half vegetables, but really it should be like 80-90% vegetables and just a tiny bit of protein. So for us this is a bit of a kick in the butt to get back to wellness, because truth be told, we used to be super strict with our eating, and over the past year we've gotten a bit more lax and let some things in that we know are not the best for us. So yeah.
And what's really good is that Natty, the head chef of the family, is really supportive of me, and is going to pretty much eat I'm meant to eat, which
Yeah.
is really great to have her on board and fully supporting me, which I'm really grateful for. Thank you, baby.
No worries.
And the other thing I was going to say was what I love about seeing naturopath is looking at things holistically. And so Nat touched on stress, and what was commented on was that having this kind of stuff in my gut can really affect my chakras, my root and solar plexus chakra. And so also been suggested to find ways to get more grounded, walking barefoot, certain essential oils, woody oils like cedar wood, balance, which is one of our favorites, is another way to help. Vetiver as well, to help keep me grounded. So it's like everything's all connected. So yeah, things that I'm experiencing physically can manifest into emotions and stress. That's
so interesting,
it's very
isn't
interesting,
it? Yeah. And parasites are quite common. Like, we think that he got it from Vietnam, but we can't be certain. Like we said, Matt's cousin had it, and he probably picked it up here in Australia. So it's not the end of the world. It can be healed naturally. You just have to, see someone who knows what they're talking about, can give great holistic advice, and you can take your health into your own hands naturally. So it's super empowering, I think, to be able to heal something like this naturally and let your body do what it's designed to do.
That's right. So yeah, really key takeaway is to, again, listen to your body when if you're not feeling right, because really, you talk about intuition and what you feel in your gut. If you do feel like something's not right, even if you are doing all the right things, then there's could be something going on. And the great thing is, it's not a death sentence. It's something you can work with in my case with a naturopath to help heal my gut parasite and the inflammation, which is great.
And also, she did say that while that parasite is detoxing Matt's body, there's going to be a whole bunch of symptoms, because when you detox, you're letting go of not only the parasite but all toxins in your body. So you're probably going to feel worse before you get better. So that's something to note as well. So Matt's probably going to feel even more tired, even more sluggish, more brain foggy. But then as that leaves his system and all the goodness is coming back in and he's able to absorb those nutrients again, he's going to feel a hell of a lot better, which is super exciting. So we're counting down till the next couple of months, just in time for summer. He's going to have all that energy back again.
That's right, yeah. And in the meantime, while I am going through that and my tummy might feel a bit funny, I'm going to be using Digestin, which is one of my favourite essential oils, which is all about digestive support. So I take a drop internally, drop it in some water and drink that, or I can rub this handy little roller bottle on my stomach, and it's like a licoricey kind of smell. So this is a fantastic help for me as I'm going through this gut healing process.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We'll probably do another live in a week or so, just to let you guys know how it's going. It's like day 2 at the moment, so it's all still very new to this way of cooking and eating. That's the other thing, we have to make sure all the vegetables are cooked, so that's quite interesting. Raw veggies are going to be quite irritating to the gut. So yeah, lots and lots of little things that we have to tweak. So stay tuned. We'll keep you guys all updated on the process. Thanks for joining us, and if you have any questions at all, pop them in the comments.
For sure.
Thank
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.